And one thing I was really aware of was I'd be starting a grief process. And I made a commitment to myself that I would be present and aware and awake during this grief process. That I'm not going to shut down around it for several reasons. I'm not going to shut around this grief process because I want to treat myself with love. And to be loving to myself is to be open to the grief. I want to open to the grief because it's going to teach me something. It's teaching me something, and I want to hear those lessons. As I open to the grief and move through it, I'm going to be a better partner, a better father. I'm going to be a better minister, a better friend. So early on, I made a commitment to stay open to the process. So one of these things that awareness showed me was this. So my dad started going downhill, started to have challenges with his health last October. It was minor, but it kind of progressed. So I spent a lot of time since October going up to Northern California, just outside Sacramento, to visit him, to be with him, to be with his wife, to be with family, right? And then he died June 29th. And then there was all the, family coming in, the planning the services, the gatherings. There was all that, the settling his affair, what to do with his things. So I was pretty busy. And a lot of you might be able to relate to this if you have someone close to you. Just pretty busy during those times. It's just shuttling people to and from the airport, taking calls, all those things. It was pretty busy. And my mom died about 22 years ago, and I had the same experience when my mom died. After the final reception at the church that we had, and everyone left, right? My sister and my partner, Tim, and I are driving to her house where we're staying, and suddenly, in that moment, everything's done. There's nothing else to be busy about. It's done. And that's can be an intense feeling because we're left, to whatever we may not have been present to. So one of the things I was aware of, we were driving literally from the place we had the reception to my sister's. And I started thinking about, the things I should have said in the eulogy, the things that maybe I shouldn't have said, what I said to this person, what I didn't say to that person. Maybe we should have done this different, that different. Should I have come up more when my dad would? My mind is just getting slammed with the critical voice. And I had I'll just say that in a minute. Just getting slammed. How many of you have a critical voice? How many of you periodically get slammed by it? Okay, this was a slamming time. So I turned to my partner, Tim, who was sitting next to me in the car, and I said, I wish I would have done this or that. I don't even remember what I said. And he turns to me, and he says, at every moment through this whole thing, you made the right decision. I thought, wow, there's something about that feels true. And then I'm thinking, but don't we want to do things perfectly? We do. But perfect changes from moment to moment because moment to moment changes. So what may have been perfect 2 minutes ago isn't perfect now because things are different now. Things continually change. That's the one constant, is change. So to say I should have done it this way because this was perfect means nothing. It's simply ammo for the critical voice to step on in. It's just ammo. So the line in your song, as soon as we get the question, the answer, the question changes. That's like that. As soon as we think we know the answer, someone's changed the question. Her life. So I'm aware that, in this car ride, driving back to my sister's, it's not that far, but I'm aware, man, what I require right now is self-love. That critical voice, as it slams me, it makes me small and defensive and want to hide, right? Because that's what we do if we get slammed on. So what's required, if we want to be free, if we want to grow, the essential ingredient is that we meet ourselves with love.